Okay. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Seems to be doing good. Hey, Gold Ranger, welcome to the stream. As some of you might have noticed or might not, I don't know if it's an active update on my channel yet. Should be. All of my videos are gone. Now, if I were to actually explain why I deleted every single one of them, it would take up to an hour. So what I decided to do is I decided just to get into some new games, some new stuff to do, and see how it rolls out. I'm still going to be doing old games. I'm still going to be doing stuff like Ark, 7 Days to Die, Fishing Planet, GTA, stuff like that. But for now, we're going to keep it at a little bit of a different pace, just because, well, they're obviously all gone. Also, as I said, I got the computer. I've got a different setup right now. I've changed my setup slightly. I've got a couple screens extra. So now I have a way of keeping an eye on live chat during my live stream without actually switching in and out of the game all the time. I can just look straight through it without any problems, which is going to be a lot easier. I don't know why I actually started up in my old world. I forgot to delete that one. Very sorry about that. Okay, so let's... You know what? I'm gonna delete all of my worlds here. Okay. For those of you who don't notice, this is Slime Rancher. This isn't amazing yet. We're not going to do a 5-day rush because that is a little bit short. Yes, we do. Indeed, that is a need. 1,000 light years away from Earth, on a planet known as the Far, Far Range, Beatrix LeBeau begins her first day as a slime rancher. As some of you might have noticed this, I'm actually grateful for this computer right now. I'm grateful for everybody that helped me get, you know, the amount of money needed to pay for it. It was quite a task, but it did end up going alright. And as you notice, this is not the only game that I can do this with, but I am running this game on the best possible graphics. Like, I'm willing to show you the graphics. It says right here, everything is on the highest. I don't think you... Yeah, these don't go any higher than that. So basically, as good of graphics as you're going to get within this game. Oh, so you're free tomorrow? Wait, that is tomorrow, right? Unless you're still on Thursday, I don't know. What I'm kind of aiming to show you guys here is how to start off in Slime Rancher. Like, how to get a great start straight away. There's a couple... First of all, I'm just going to go through the tutorial just because, obviously, the game wants you to. Oh yeah, I need to feed him. How much do I need to feed him? That enough? Okay, that's enough. I'm just gonna pick them all up. And then I'm gonna donate the plorts to the thing here. Oh, you gotta go. Okay. If you guys are willing to wait just a second, actually, I'm gonna get my other chair because this one's kind of squeaky. And I don't really like that, so I'll be back in just a second. Okay. That's better. Let's lower it down a bit. There we go. The first thing you're going to want to do is actually throw away the beginning slimes, because obviously if you look up here, those only give you 9 coins a piece. You could go start off with rock slimes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to manage my way through to get to the crystal ones and the boom slimes. Because obviously crystal ones are worth a lot. And the boom slimes aren't too bad either. I could try and get those, are the puddle slimes, I think. And those are the honey ones, which are also obtainable relatively easy. And I'm going to kind of guide you through the process of getting them from the beginning of the game. And apparently I received a mail. So also guys, don't forget, since I am basically starting the channel all over again, except for the fact that obviously I still have the subs and the viewers. If you want me to actually, like, how should I say this? If you want me to keep going the way that I am right now, because obviously it wasn't my full intention to delete all the videos, and it wasn't like a thing that I accidentally did or something. I don't even, like, I actually went through them page by page, deleting them all, because I had a problem with a couple of videos, and they were basically, like, glitching out my entire page, but that doesn't matter. For you guys, it probably didn't change much, but for me, obviously, my thing was glitched out. So what you want to do, actually, to get a great start in Slime Rancher is you want to go around collecting food, first of all. Now, anything edible, preferably vegetables and plants. So vegetables and fruits. And you want to get around about 40 pieces. I think that's what you're going to need. Like 40 pieces should be enough, in theory. Now obviously there's this thing here. You can always walk up to these and unlock your map bit. That is going to help you out a little bit. And what you want to do when you've got that food, which I don't have just yet, but getting close, you want to come over here. And actually I'm just 2 away from, I don't know if this is going to be enough, but we'll see. You want to feed it all to this pink largo that you can find if you jump down. Oh, that's actually enough. Okay, so it turns out you only need 30. So what I want to do now is I want to suck up all the pink slimes and I want to get them out of here because those are the ones I really don't need right now. Heartbeats could be useful later on. Where's that? Oh, a tabby plort. Tabbies. You want to open up that box, nothing useful, and you want to take this key, slime keys. They're basically, actually, I'm just gonna get rid of the food because it doesn't really matter. The slime key is what you need. You can get several of these throughout the game, but the way that I just did it is, I think, by far the easiest way to get it, straight from the beginning of the game. And then when you come from the starting location, you're going to come down from that area over there. You can either go through that tunnel, or you can go through this one. I prefer going through the one straight on the right of where you came in through, because that gives you slightly more of a variety. And you're going to pass by these largos that jump out of the water. Just pass them by quickly. Like, don't pay much attention to them at all. They don't really matter. And you want to follow the tunnel, and you're going to end up at this door. Now right up here, this is where you're going to use the slime key to open this door. And that's going to unlock a whole bunch of new slimes, basically a fully renewed area. The Indigo Quarry. So that's quite amazing. You could go through reading all of this, like, but there's like so many of these. It's, if you're trying to actually like make a lot of progress in the game, there's not really a good point in doing that. Odd onions, however, are a good thing to take. And oh wow, that one turned into a largo just as I was about to take it. Okay, so there's 2 types of slimes that I'm here for. As I said before, the boom slimes are one of the main ones, and the other... Oh god, I just fired that on you. Fuck. Damn it. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that actually looks quite amazing. But I've got something that looks even better if I can find it. Uh-oh, my Largo. Now, if I can, I want to try to get 2 crystal slimes at least, and that should start me off. If you go through this cave here, there's this little thingy, and that'll allow you to unlock the map for it. There's another thingy up there that you can get stuff from if you feed it. That is a vegetable one, so it could eat stuff like odd onions, carrots, heartbeats, stuff like that. And you see right here, Oka Okas are also a pretty good food source, especially when you're going in to train a lot of different kinds of slimes. Because obviously each different type of slime has their own preferred food. Now, what you can also do actually is save up a bit of money and get a jetpack. And once you have the jetpack active, you can actually jump across this because the bridge is broken. Once you have a jetpack, you can jump across this, and there are rad slimes or radiation slimes, the green ones like right there, on the other side of this area, and they also give a pretty decent amount of money. Well, not they, they're plorts, but still. So I want to see here if I can just go up like this. Oh, I can, nice. So then you want to go through this cave, and you're going to end up in the area of the crystal slimes, which is what I am looking for right now. Boom, right there. You see all of them? What I'm actually gonna want to do is gather up... Oh god, this isn't good. There's tars down here. Okay, let's just gather up a solid amount of these little buggers. Let's take them with us. Oh my god. Fucking tars. I hate tars. Ow. Oh no, I do not want to die. That was a bad thing right there. That was a really bad thing right there. These will die if you just go out of the area. You don't necessarily need to find a way to kill them. I'd say that's a decent enough amount for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the starting area. Now, if I look in the Slimepedia and go through slimes, it says right here, the boom slimes are meat eaters. So they're carnivores. Preferably they eat briar hens. The crystal slimes, however, eat veggies, and preferably odd onions. Now, the Oka Okas are still a really good thing. Oh my god. What is that thing doing here? No, 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 do not, whatever it does, do not transform, do not transform. I need that. No, 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 no. Where is it? Here it is. Yes! Oh my god. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay, okay, so let's look at what this slime's favorite food is. What I have in my inventory, exactly. Okay, so there's a very specific way that you can actually breed these slimes, as in mass produce the Largos. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one back home for the radiation sample, and with that I'm going to, with one slime of a kind, you can basically create as many Largos as you want. It's just going to take a while. You could also just make Largos that are mixtures between the pinks and the booms, for instance, or the pinks and the rads. And what will happen then is if you mix any slime with a pink one, it'll legit eat everything. But it doesn't have a favorite food anymore, which is kind of against our favor, because when they have a favorite food, when you feed them that favorite food, they actually give you double the amount of plorts. So if you, let's say I mix the rad slimes with the crystal, and the rad slime's favorite food is Oka Oka. So if I mix those, get the Largos, and I feed Oka Okas to the Largos, they're not just going to give me one rad plort and one crystal, they're going to give me 2 rad plorts and 2 crystals per feeding session. which goes quite fast. Now, as you see, it is night. You don't necessarily have to sleep through the night. You can also just play through it. But I guess our best option here is to sleep through it, kind of. Now, we don't have a lot of money, which basically limits our options. I don't think we can buy a garden. I don't know if we have enough. I think it's like 450, isn't it? Garden. Oh, no, actually we can. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put the Oka Oka in there and make it grow Oka Okas. Because obviously they're going to be useful. Very useful. There's a lot of roosters around here. Those are useful, I guess, but not like really, really useful. Okay, so what I want to do now is, you see those rat plorts right here? That is actually what we are looking for. What we're going to do now is... I should have a way of getting rid of those, shouldn't I? How much does it cost to get high walls on this? High walls cost 350, and we have... not that much. What would be the easiest way to fix that is obviously breed the slimes. You could grab the roosters, but if you're gonna mix slimes and you make sure that there's a veggie slime in every single one, you don't necessarily need them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place some crystal slimes in here. Now, you want to watch out with these boogers. They're annoying, like very annoying. Let's say I place like 3 of them in here, and then we can pick the Oka Oka back up. Is he hungry again or not? He is hungry, so I can actually... Can I not force feed him that? Oh no, he's not hungry anymore. Okay. So you want to take these rat plorts that we just got by feeding him the Oka Oka, and you want to actually shoot them straight at the face of these crystal slimes, which basically force feeds them the rat plorts, making them largos. Half rat slime, half crystal. And that will be a good enough way to get us started on food. Or not just food, on money. Was that the largo that ate that, or was it the crystal one? Of course. Okay. Never mind. Oh my god, really? Now the radiation can kill you if you get it up to 100. Just watch it so that you never do that. Having 4 largos in a cage would actually kind of need high walls, because as you can see, they are jumping and they will jump over it. Now let's just sleep throughout the night here, and let's check our meal. What is it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what that's like. Oh yeah, because basically, like, you got here on a spaceship and you basically got put to sleep for a whole year. That's just how you got here. And the 7Z Corporation, welcome to the far, far range. And then there's like an entire explanation letter of what you should be doing and stuff. Actually, let's just sleep. Sleep until morning. Let's return to the ranch. And as you can see here, some of the Oka Okas are grown, which is going to help us a lot. Now, okay, so we got 6 crystal plorts, which we're just gonna drop off into the thing and get some money. And that's actually just enough to get high walls. Maybe actually, isn't that like 100 too much? It is, okay. So we got high walls on here now. That is going to help us contain these slimes a little bit at least. Oh, there's another plort up here. And just to illustrate what will happen if you stay too close to these, I'll just like get into the thing and let it go through. Oh god, and as you can see right here, that is about halfway of my health because they're actually hitting me. Or these things that they put on the ground are hitting me. For a decent amount of health. Radiation, if you get far enough away from them, will deplete over time. What I want to do here is I want to sell all but one rat. Never mind. Just clicked it once too much. It doesn't matter though. You want to, if you really want to earn money fast, keep one and get 4 Largos in here by just putting another crystal slime in there and feeding it. You do not want to have 2 different types of Largos in the same cage, or more than 2 different types of slime in the same cage. Because obviously when you feed a slime, they'll produce a plort. That plort will get eaten by another slime and it'll turn into this Largo of a combination of 2 different types. Now, the problem with that is, if you feed them a plort that is not one of their own 2 types, they will turn into the tar. And I don't know if you remember, but that were the black rainbowy thingies that we met back there that were eating all the slimes. And they will absolutely wreck your farm and are also not containable. Like, this won't stop them. Or at least not for very long. So now that we've got that, I think, well, personally I think at least, our best option here is to start getting stuff for another corral. Now, reason being, they're not worth as much as it seems. Now, obviously, you need to keep them well fed. I don't know if they will die. I don't think they will, but they will act up a little bit. Like the spikes, for instance, they're not as much now, but if you don't feed them and they get angry, they will legit shoot you with said spikes. Now, I think they've got enough time to get fed again, just not that one right there. So as I said, we want to have 4 Largos in a cage maximum. You can put more in, and it probably will contain them if you don't have 2 aggressive types, like the boom slimes, for instance. The crystal slime are kind of aggressive, but not like severely. But if you put more than 4 in, they will just hop on each other's head and find a way out. That's just how they work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 more in here by launching a crystal slime and pushing a rat plort into its face. And that's basically it. That's the 4 starting slimes that we're going to use mainly. Now this got us a bit of money to start off with, which is good. Money is good in this game. Very good. The next type of Largos I want to create is, according to what I think at least, one of the most beautiful types. This is all you want to do right here. All. Whoa. And boom, you saw right there, it ate it nicely. Yeah, you do not want to take the Largos too far out of their cage, because obviously they will act up. So we want to put the crystal plorts into the boom slime's face and boom slime's plorts into the crystal's face. Or you could just like get the crystal plorts and put 4 boom slimes in there. It's the same thing, but look at this one. Doesn't that look awesome? Nice and colorful. And if you really want to increase the speed at which you are making food for them, you can always make a second garden. And well, actually I'm going to do that right now. And once you have the said food that you desire to grow growing, that will be like the main one. We got an email from Thora Wiss, which is actually quite interesting. Now what I can do here actually is I can go like this, and since these are all going to be veggie eaters, we don't necessarily need the roosters. I'll just put them in there with them to get the plorts to start them off. Boom plort in its base, and boom, there we go. Oh god, that's not good. Nope, you're not getting out. Now every now and then one of them will occasionally jump out, which is not a good thing, obviously, because, well, it's jumping out. That right there is what I want. Plorts. Okay, the way to battle this or to counteract this is just go in here and buy an air net. And if you have enough money, plort collectors and auto feeders will help you not getting damaged because you don't have to get in the cages with them. And a music box will calm them. I don't really see the point of a music box because it's not really necessary, but I guess it helps. And boom, we got a little bit more money right there. Fairly easy. Now this right here, 17 tabby slimes and 11 hen hens. And she will give me 10 odd onions, which is useful, but I need to get that by the end of the day, which is going to be difficult. The tabby slimes is not necessarily difficult, but the hen hens. Because 9 out of 10, when going across areas like this, the hens are going to be eaten by the time you get there. Okay, so it's pretty basic. I got a tabby right there. That is what we want. Set tabby slimes. We need 17 of them and 11 hen hens. I'm pretty sure that was how much this set lady needed. You could jump down here and kill yourself for an easy way back, but you will lose the stuff, so me personally, I prefer not doing that. Especially not when you're busy with missions like these. Missions. Call them missions. So that's 3 hen hens. Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Now the reason why I'm doing this is the crystal slimes like odd onions, and I could use them. I could just go back there and get one and start planting them. But I guess might as well do one of the missions just to kind of show you how this works. First of all, obviously you're gonna need to collect the resources that you need for said mission. I haven't been back here yet. Well, I have, but not on stream. This is also a prime area for tar, so you do need to watch out here. Reason why this is a prime area for tar is because there is more than 2 different types of slimes spawning here. So I know that was a golden slime right there. You can give that food and it'll give you a pretty decent amount of money. I think it's like 500. I just can't be bothered with giving that, or like trying to find out. These ones have gone rotten, so if I try and pick them up, they'll just go into dust. I need one more tabby slime. Come on, baby. Why do I hear a chicken? And yes, I know I need more hens, but that is not the point. There's a box up there, so we could go and get that, actually. Let's do that. Let's jump our way up here. Really? Boom. They can eat the rooster. These are actually chicken, stony chicks, which is a different species of chicken, obviously. Can be useful depending on what types you're breeding. This is the tabby lock. I just shot 2 hens into its mouth. I am retarded. I am absolutely retarded. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, a few. This is a bit of a danger area. Now, this is good if you need Q-berries, because there's a Q-berry tree up here. And Q-berries are useful for rocky slimes, I think. Oh no, those are heartbeats. Wait, which one eat Q-berries then? The honey slime's favorite are mint mangoes. Q-berries are... There was one that ate Q-berries preferably. Just don't remember which one it was. This is another gate to open with the slime key. You will need to get another one, obviously. But I'm just here to open this thing. Nothing of use. Oh my fucking god, I am retarded. Those are gone. There's no chance of getting those back. It doesn't matter. Yeah, those are annoying things. There is a species of slimes that only spawn at night. They're called phosphor slimes, and they're pretty cool, and they give you a decent amount of money to breed, but they're quite the investment, because you need, like, maxed out, like, you need an air net, you need high walls, you need a basic corral, well, you need a basic corral with air net, high walls, and a solar shield, because the solar shield is what's going to keep them from dying during the day. I don't know if I can jump down here. I don't remember. Oh yeah, there's another big one down here, isn't there? Oh yeah, this is the big phosphor one. I love this thing. Those are stony, so those aren't good. The reason why I've got the thing hovering over the slime right now is those are pretty easily replaced if I do accidentally, heartbeats, if I do accidentally throw one out in comparison to the flippin' hens. Stonies. Stonies. Now, the thing about that wall, you can actually get across it without all the gear. But I don't know if you can get back across it. The way to do it is to... Oh god, I just missed it, didn't I? Yeah, I did miss it. Okay. I just saw someone laugh. The way to do that is you can jump onto these platforms right here, and then you can kind of climb up. On that side, you can see it goes up across the wall. I think there's a way of glitching up it on this side as well. I grabbed that last second right there. But it's gonna take a bit of time, obviously. And I don't think you can just randomly jump on it. I don't know. Oh, you might be able to do it from here. Oh, I forgot to jump. Oh, wow. Yeah, they will hurt you quite a decent amount. So you do want to watch out for them. This right here is what I want. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, come on. And you want to kind of make sure that you stick to the wall. You want to try and stay as close to the wall as possible. because that is where the biggest part of the glitches goes by without a hitch. And boom, we got on top of that part. And then from here you can just jump to this, and you can actually get across. Now you can get a lot of stuff here. However, getting back is a different story once you jump down here. I don't know if you even can easily. Well, there's probably a teleport around here somewhere. You saw a tar spawn right there. That's under Tabby Largo right there. That's quite annoying. So let's go back. Let's see if we still can go back, actually. Should be able to just jump on this, right? Yep. Boom. So that is by far, guys, the easiest way to get back and forth in between a few areas. Now it's almost past midnight, so I don't think there's any way that I'm still getting everything needed to do this challenge. Highly doubt I will. And tomorrow it'll change into a different challenge, so that's like a thing you can do every in-game day. If you've done it and you're doing this just for the challenges, you can always skip to the next day and do the one that comes after this. This is a phosphor slime right here. These only spawn at night, and these will despawn once it turns to day. And they can also not survive during the day, so, or not in daylight at least. So you do want to have a way of covering them from the light. Now getting a tabby isn't the hardest. They just ate that, didn't they? Yep. Okay, let's sprint. Oh, never mind. We're out of stamina. Tabby. And boom, we got 18 tabbies. The hens, however, we don't have enough of. Let's jump down here. Okay then. And let's go up along this line. Dash boots. Highly advanced. Oh, I just unlocked those? Okay. And let's go along here. Those are just more tabbies. Is this even the right area? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. Very nice. Let's go up here. Now, the hens aren't going to be for today, I think. Yeah, because it's already past midnight, so I don't think the trading thing still has the same mission on it. Let's check. It does. Yeah, we came so close though. We have all of them. We just needed 4 more hens. Ugh. Oh, wait. Yeah, we don't have enough in here, do we? No, we don't. Damn it. Damn it. Darn it. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So sad though. What did I just shoot at? Oh, I shot a boom slime. I expected something far worse to be shot out of that gun. Very, very sad. Let's see if we can get back. Still though, for as far as I know, it might have actually been changed, and they might have actually been it might have actually been the way that the missions only reset morning, which is I think 6 AM in this game. I am very sorry, but I did not complete the challenge. Now, for as far as the tabbies go, we'll just throw them out. Can't take any of these out of the ground yet, so they're not fully grown. And the hens can be launched in with these bad boys. What I want to get actually is I want to get a plort collector on this thing. What that's going to do is it's going to put this thing over here. And if you push this button, it's actually just going to suck in all the plorts from the area. Every now and then one or two can get, yeah, clogged up. But it shouldn't take too long to fix. And that way you can really easily collect all plorts from your area. See, these are going bad. That's not good. We need to feed those as soon as we can, preferably with Oka Okas, because obviously it gives us more food. It gives us more plorts. But I don't think our farm is anywhere near fully grown yet. And no, it's going to take a while before this is fully grown. Huh. It's gonna take a little bit. I actually lost a crystal plort and a boom plort. I don't know how, but I did. As I said 5 seconds ago, we want to feed those bastards because they're going crazy. As I said before, I don't think they're gonna die, but as you can see, they're acting up a lot more. You can counteract that by putting an air net on this, which I'm actually gonna do here because obviously I don't want them escaping. It seems like a couple Oka Okas have been fully grown. Please, just 5, thank you. Oh, 6 actually. Obviously they just turned my back on them and 4 more have grown. Boom, see that one just grew. Now we're just waiting for these 2 right here. Oh, actually 3. That one right there is done. And this one right here is nearly done. Boom. Okay, so what I want to do first of all is I want to put Oka Okas in this farm. That way we'll always have a couple spare. And let's start feeding these bastards. Boom. That's going to give us a decent amount of plorts right there. That's going to give us a really decent amount of money once we collect those. Actually, maybe enough to put another plort collector on this one as well. I think it should be enough. As you can see right there, that was a really decent amount of money. That's basically it right there. Got a really decent amount of money from that. So as you can see, this is quite an easy way to start off the game. Let's put a plort collector on this thing. And an airnet is 450, right? 425. So we're nearly there. Just a little longer. Oh, these are already growing. Damn. Quickly. Now you can obviously upgrade your farms as well. You can put a bit of money into them. Get a Scare Slime, which, yeah, a stuffed tar model designed to keep wandering slimes away from your crops, like the wandering pink slime, for instance. Eats everything. So your chicken coops, your farms, or well, your gardens with growing fruits and vegetables, if they get fully grown and there's a slime in there, they will be gone. Sprinklers and nutrient soil just help the growth of the speed of growth of your farms, obviously. Actually, now that I've got a plort collector on here, I can just push said button and the game will collect it for me. I got a bit of extra okas in there. And boom. Now, don't be worried if you put an auto feeder on this. It won't just leave them until you actually push the button, which allows them to despawn. It'll actually automatically go off. I think it's like every 5 minutes or so. I'm not sure about the exact amount of time. Now, obviously, an odd onion farm would perfectly fine feed both of these types with their preferred food type, because they both have crystal in them, and crystal's favorite food type is the odd onion. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to get at least one of them, and getting one of them will allow me to farm them, which is going to be a bit of a challenge, but it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I've basically explained about everything what you really need to do within this game. So I'm gonna go back to the area that I unlocked. Going through this cave. And jump down here. And actually we got an odd onion up here already. Boom. Obviously the more I can get, the easier it's going to be to start it off, but it seems like there's only one actual odd onion in here, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. It's just going to slightly slow. Oh, that's the second one right there. Slightly slow the process of growing them. Now, as you can see, we have 800, which I think might actually be enough to get 2 farms. I don't quite remember how much a farm costs. Might be enough to get 2 farms. If not, I'll just get a bit more. Oh god, why am I yawning? If not, I'll just get a bit more, and after that, we will be able to properly farm the odd onions. And once we get proper decent farms going off the odd onions, we can basically... Okay, so hold on. This is basically what I'm thinking about doing. Odd onions are the favorite food of the crystal slime, and crystal plorts pay pretty well. And since it's slightly more difficult to breed chickens and stuff, you actually want to kind of stick to the plant types. And as you can see right here, the crystal ones don't pay bad. The boom ones pay better. Oh god. And the puddle plorts pay even better. Puddle plorts, however, are a whole different way of getting plorts. You cannot mix a puddle slime with anything. That's the first one. And second of all, puddle plorts need to be generated differently. You can't put them in a box like this, they'll die off, they'll dry out. So what you need to do is you need to push E on this, and you see there's a pond in here. You can take this for the puddle slime strictly, and they won't get out because they're not active. They'll just like float around a bit. They'll drink a bit of the water, which obviously decreases the amount of water within said pond. So what's basically going to happen is slowly but surely your pond is going to dry out, and you'll need to add water, otherwise the slimes will die. So what I'm going to do mainly here is I'm going to purchase another corral right here. This has a very specific reason to it, right? As I said before, how much is a garden? Oh, actually, that's cheaper than I expected. Let's put an auden in here, and let's put another farm up here, or garden, with another, oh god, with another auden in it. And there we go. Now, odd onions don't grow strictly odd onions. They also grow carrots. But if you were to grow carrots, you're not going to get anywhere near as many odd onions. You might get one every now and then, but it won't be much at all. Whilst if you grow odd onions, you'll obviously get quite a bit more. And as of what to do with the carrots, don't worry. They will still eat carrots. After all, they are vegetable eaters. But it just won't be their preferred food. And soon enough here, I'll feed them this one hen as well. Boom, and then boom, boom. Oh god. Okay, so we've got a decent amount right here. Let's push the button. And let's allow it to collect all of them. I think that's it. And let's just get them over to the selling place. I don't remember what it's called. The Plort Market, that's what it was. Plort Market. So let's sell all of these buggers. And boom. Got a bit of money extra right now, so let's get the one from the Rad Crystal Slime combo. Let's suck them in. Oh wait, were they already in? I see a couple. Why is it not picking it up? Oh, there we go. And this should give us enough to put an air net on the Boom Slimes one, and to get a boom, and to get high walls on this one right here, because that is what we're gonna need to contain a set of crystal slimes here. So let's purchase high walls. I don't think I can get an air net on this. No, I cannot. So let's put the crystal slimes in here. If we're going to mix everything with crystals, we want to keep a couple of crystal slimes spare separately. We don't necessarily need to. We can still get crystal slime plorts easily. But you want to keep a couple of them spare. And you'd never want to put more than 10 in one cage. Because as you can see right there, they're on each other's backs. And they will do that with up to 4 or 6 slimes, I think. And they will hop over one by one. So we do need an air net on these as well, but not right away. Like, it's not like they're gonna escape if you don't have an air net on them for like 5 seconds. The boom slimes are gonna be a different containment field as well. They're gonna be... Obviously, I can just put them in here like this. But what will happen is obviously they'll get on each other's back and they'll get out. Which happens, see, as you can see right there, they're all gathering up on one side, basically trying to like pile up to have one go across, and then occasionally one of them blows up. Seems like one of them's eating. We kind of need high walls on this as well. which is easily obtainable, like, oh god. It's not a problem to get high walls. It's not as if it's gonna take ages, but it's just... it costs its price. And get some more Oka Okas right here. I don't know how long it's gonna take exactly for these to grow back, if they even will. That's also something to keep in mind when you're farming food. I think it's like the 3rd or 4th time that they grow. They will stop growing. It might look like they won't for a little bit of time, but after that they'll disappear out of the farm and you'll need a new sample to put in there. That's why I always have 2 active farms running. And I actually prefer not to fully harvest a farm when the other one's already harvested, because this one is... I think it is growing back, but I don't know by how much. It's not going to be that much. It's not going to be like an immense amount. But it's a start. So no plorts, no plorts. Once again, no plorts. See, boom slimes are escaping. That's the bad thing. We need high walls on this quite quickly if we can. Odd onions are growing, which is good. Very good. Oh, got 2 odd onions growing. And they're all growing one by one. Now, if you have the small ones, obviously you can just suck up the slimes to obtain the plorts, which is going to be a lot easier. And then after you're done collecting all of the plorts from said area, just put all the slimes back. This one needs to get back immediately. Okay, so what I want to do now is I actually want to sell these plorts as fast as I can. Hopefully, yes, it will. Nicely. Give me enough for the high walls, which is going to allow me to keep in the boom slimes. Not an airnet high walls. You can put an airnet on them and just have it like capped off, but an airnet will eventually break down. And it'll repair itself. Like, you don't need to pay anything to rebuild it, but every now and then it might break and you'll have some escapees. From here on out, I think anyone can basically understand what this game is about. Like, it's not too difficult of a game. I have a couple other games that I could like test out. I can do a lot, really. There's a lot that we can do up here. But the boom slimes on their own are not a keeper to me, because they need meat, which is quite annoying. And look, did you see that? Even with all the precautions, I've been knocked out. Okay then. Yeah, now they're all hungry, obviously. Oh my god, no. You know what, I'm gonna put them in the containment field with them for just a little bit. How did that happen? How did that happen? That one seemed really happy at first, but not anymore. Okay, what do these need? Oka Okas and Q berries. For what, though? Rock plort, crystal plort, phosphor plort, and hen hens. Not needed. Now, here it comes. The big Oka Oka harvest. Why are there so many? Because obviously our thing shut down. Once again, we have the boom slimes amazingly getting out of their casings, which I hate. And there's one up top there, isn't there? Yes, there is. Fuck. That's a pain in the ass. Now I got 5 in here, which is not recommended. They will eventually break out, probably. I'm kind of expecting it to happen right now. But hey. Shit happens. Oh. Okay, after that being done, we want to go up here and we want to collect all of these. We want to throw in the carrots with the rat slimes, just because. Odd onions with the crystal slimes. Now, as far as carrots and odd onions and stuff like beetroots and stuff goes, if you can see them in the floor, they're gonna regrow. I think. I'm pretty sure. Let's put a plort collector on this thing. And we have a problem here. Escapee. Thank you. Now what I'm basically doing here, as some of you might have noticed, I'm getting a lot of plorts from being knocked out, and well, this is kind of due to them being knocked out, because when they're knocked out and you wake back up, all of them will be really hungry, and I'm basically just feeding them until they're not hungry anymore, which will give me a bunch of money. Maybe even enough to buy a second area, which is going to help me get stuff like chickens. That's 20 right there. And I think that's enough right there to buy the area. To buy said area. We can go for either one of two areas, and I already kind of know which one I'm gonna go for. What the? Wait. Get back in there. And because obviously they are coming close to escaping, I'm gonna put an air net on this boy. How many of them are left? Not as many as I would need. I'm gonna put an air net on this one as well, and I'm gonna put a plort collector on this one as well, and then I can put the boom slimes back, because they won't be able to escape anymore, or at least not easily. Now, getting back up to 1,700 I think is what we need. Pretty sure that's what we need. 1,700 sounds about right. Let's take all of the crystal plorts, all of the rat plorts. Take the crystal plorts from here. And from here we'll take all of the boom plorts and a couple more crystal plorts. And that should get us a good amount of money. And boom, a solid 3,000, which is a really nice amount. I'm gonna go up here. Water tank is useful. Jetpack, one thing that we want. Dash boots could be useful, but not really. Tank booster is gonna be really useful, that's for sure. It's gonna be way easier if we get all of this. Pulse wave adds a pulse wave emitter feature to the backpack that pushes away slimes whenever you need some personal space. Boom. We got all of this shit now. Meaning that the backpacks will be able to carry a decent bit more. And also it can carry water now, which is going to be useful. Now this looks like they're not going to regrow, although they are not in danger whatsoever. I don't know if they will regrow out of that. Hope they will. It still says growing, so should be good. Let's get nutrient soil in this thing, and you can see there's kind of like cubes in the soil in comparison to the other ones. That's basically all nutrient soil really is. It's not really much I can explain it with otherwise. And we want to keep 2. Now the boom slimes are going to be my main concern for breeding right now. This is what I actually kind of want to unlock. Overgrowth. Or I could also unlock the lab, but I think that's like 10,000, which is a lot. Pretty sure that's 10,000. Yeah, 10,000. Oop. Wait, what? Oh. So that's what that is. Ah, so that's the Q button. Interesting. This is going to get us hopefully a decent amount of starting. Well, starting. It's not really a start anymore. But I mean, like, this farm in general will get us a decent amount of money throughout the game. Now, obviously, you could just stay with this specific farm of a couple of different types of largos and just stay with that. But I do prefer changing it up every now and then. One thing that I do really like, if findable, which is not at the moment, is this one right here. That's a mistake right there. That plort is a... I don't remember what it's called. I think it's like a thief or something. It basically is kind of like a fox, but with a... These are creating a lot of crystal plorts, which is good. And then we just want to check these have not regrown yet. Although it still says that they are growing odd onions. Is there a way I could remove the crops? Remove crops. Costs 10. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get nutrient soil on this one as well. Because I don't know if they were still growing, so I might as well just replant them and get a really decent start off here. See, right away they're like, boom, we're here now. And that was the use of the backpack of the jetpack right there, which is gonna be useful in a lot of occasions. Now, like a lot of the areas in Slime Rancher, the lab I think is accessible without actual entrance to the area by just basically glitching your way in. Let your stamina go up and like so. And apparently not, it's not accessible. Surprised. Actually. They must have known that you could have gotten up here then. Whoa, what was that? Oh wait, can the jetpack alone just boost you up there? Let's have a look, shall we? Nope. So this was one of the games that I do actually play pretty often. I just never streamed it. If you guys do want me to make an entire series out of this, don't forget to absolutely smash that like button and show me some support for this series. If you guys want me to play any other game on Steam that is not I just noticed that the stream was kind of lagging. If you guys do want me to play any other Steam games, that's not an FPS game, because I personally don't really like playing first-person shooters. I don't really like playing shooters in general. I'm talking about stuff like horror games, stuff like strategy games, like or building games, for instance, Polybridge, or strategy games like Turmoil. Stuff like that, basically. Like, all different types of games. Of course, as I said 5 seconds ago, horror games are acceptable as well. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Don't forget to also... Oh yeah. Don't forget to also check the description for the link to Atkins Gaming channel. That is still in there, even after all this time. What I'm going to do, guys, that is also one thing. I'm going to kind of go through the links that I had in my channel pages, and I'm going to kind of put them in the first couple of videos, because obviously all my videos got deleted, so that there are links to the channel, which is kind of annoying. So in the first couple of videos, I'm just basically going to put back in... the links to their channel. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. This is Brian, signing off. Peace.